It's like a living person. Except for the physical body, everything is there. It's like the highest possible being sitting there. In his presence you can do the sadhana. And he is not limited to any time and space. Wherever you are, you can manifest it. You don't have to visit the linga. There are so many people who are experiencing this wherever they are, and then they come.
So if somebody sits there 10 hours unmoving, not by intent, they went there only for 15–20 minutes, they thought they will sit, but they sat down, didn't realize time. If you did not have a body, I could make you sit here for 10,000 years, what's the problem? Hello? Isn't it? So if somebody is sitting for 10 hours unmoving, obviously no sense of body. Once somebody has become that loose inside, he may find the door. It'll be wonderful for him, but not good for me. Yes because if somebody lives in today's world, oh, already I have faced too much of that
This whole science is taken to a very peak in the form of temple building. See, you must understand this, the Indian temple was never built as a place of worship or prayer. If you go to the temple, nobody told you in the tradition to pray or to send requests to God about how to fix your life or something. They told you if you go to your temple, you must sit there for a while, isn't it? Because these places were energy centers, they were not places of prayer. No Indian temple ever there is somebody leading a prayer, isn't it? See, suppose if it's some other place of worship, somebody is leading a prayer. There is no such thing at any time in the Indian temple because this was made as an energy center, not as a place of prayer. Before you start your day, you have a shower, go there, sit there for some time and then go out into the world. This is like public battery charging place. And it is also said, if you are on a spiritual path, you don't have to visit the temple every day. Do you know this? Yes, are you aware of this? Those who are on the spiritual path need not go to the temple every day. Why? Because they have self-charging mechanisms. Right now you're doing your pranayama, meditation, these are self-charging mechanisms. You don't have to necessarily go to a public charging place. You don't have your own private charger, you go to the public booth and charge yourself. When the shape of the temple, the outside parikrama, the sanctum sanctorium, the shape and size, the shape of the idol and the size, the mudras that the idol hold, the mantras that are used to consecrate this, if all these things are properly matched, it will have a very strong field of energy around it. You just go there, sit there, imbibe it and come. This is not the time for you to do blah 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 or somebody else is doing it. It's for you to just sit quietly and if there is something to imbibe it. Most of the temples we have killed because we do not know how to maintain them anymore. The necessary dedication, the necessary science of what it is has been lost and it's been lots, hundreds and hundreds of temples have died, only the stone is there. This was a science of converting the stone into the divine. But if you're unaware, you'll again convert the divine into a stone, There is a whole science as to how to make the stone into divine, to energize it in such a way that it is a much higher possibility than yourself. But you can just decimate it. Maybe some of you got the Dhyanalinga brochure? You must… maybe the pictures if you want to see the book is there outside. You must come and sit here. This has been energized not through mantras but through prana pratishtha. It has taken an enormous amount of work. In a way, what I'm doing now, this is not my work. Fundamentally I came just to consecrate the lingam. Just out of something else I got involved in this and I'm on doing something, fooling around for a while. Otherwise my fundamental work was just to consecrate that. I never intended to stay beyond consecration. It was always planned that I will leave as soon as the consecration is done. For some reasons I stayed on and things are going on. You just enter this temple, you don't have to believe in any Shiva, any nonsense. You simply come and sit there. It's a multi-religious temple, that's why people from all religions come there just to be there. Just sit there, it'll shake you from the root of your spine. The vibrations are so powerful because it's consecrated in such a way. It's prana pratishtha, you can't kill it. It is no more dependent upon the stone lingam. Stone lingam was used only as a scaffolding to form an energy lingam. Now once it is on, if you want we can remove the stone lingam, still it'll not change the quality. The 7 chakras are established and locked properly. It is eternal. If you destroy the planet, still you cannot destroy this form. That's how it is. This is a whole science in the yogic lore. It's a very deep science as to how to make this happen. People who are there during the process of consecration, those who are witness to it, you won't believe the kind of things that happen there. Now, right now your energy is so identified with the body, there's very little you can do out of it. If your contact with the body becomes minimum, you can do much more. It's like, let's say you took some clay and made 10 pots. Now you didn't burn it yet, it is still fresh. Now you can again crumple it and put it back and make it into 12 pots if you want. Make it into 20 pots if you want, because still the clay is malleable and you can work. So samadhi state means it's going back to that stage where again the clay is loose, where you can take it out and do things out of it. Normally when people are in samadhi states, we protect them. We keep them in very protected atmospheres because smallest disturbance they may leave the body. Somebody is in a deep state of samadhi, you just do this, he may leave the body, because it is so subtle. Small little bit of something, it may happen. So to train people to be in that state and learn to be physically active takes an enormous amount of training. It took 20 years for me to prepare this situation gradually, finding the right kind of people and bringing them all together and making this happen. You must experience it in your life, you must experience it once. It's something that you must see. You don't have to believe in anything. You just come and sit there, you will see, it'll just take you. There are various dimensions to it. If people have the necessary awareness to look into it, it's everything that you want to know about life is in it. It is not in terms of, don't understand if something is encrypted into it. That's not the way it is. Everything that is life is happening from some certain fundamental energy, which you can very easily give it a name and forget about it. You can call it God and leave it. It's very childlike to come to that conclusion. That energy which is the basis of life, how it is going about, creating life everywhere, that energy is in a certain manifesting mode there. So if one has the necessary awareness to look into it, everything that's worth knowing about life is right there. It is not even there, it's right here within you. You are a linga with 7 chakras. It is just that you as a linga have not risen to your highest vibrance, that's all. You are functioning at a low mode. If you push this up to the height, you are a living linga yourself, nothing else. If your energy is raised to a certain pitch, your energies will naturally take the form of an ellipsoid. So, it is not even necessary that you have to go there, it is right here. But because this is right now not in a functioning mode, you go somewhere else where it's in a functioning mode. Another dimension why it is created is, very few people get the fortune of doing sadhana in their guru's presence. Not everybody will get that. So the linga gives you this opportunity. It's like a living person, except for the physical body, everything is there. It's like the highest possible being sitting there. In his presence you can do the sadhana. And he is not limited to any time and space. Wherever you are, you can manifest it. You don't have to visit the linga. There are so many people who are experiencing this wherever they are and then they come. It is not necessary it has to be in that space. Because you're so limited to your sense perceptions and your thinking and all this, physical presence becomes important. Otherwise, no. If you're open to it, wherever you are, it is.
Someone sat for 10 hours in Dhyanalinga without moving, and some people got worried about it. Why would they worry? Can someone attain Mahasamadhi sitting in Dhyanalinga?
Oh. Well, in some moments I have said this, but because these videos have gone out, now everybody may know about this. At some moments I have said, if you make this mistake of sitting with me for one moment really, then this is the last cycle of life for you. What this means is, this is not just about me. This is what a guru means, because his energies and his way of being is committed to liberation, not for something else. Other drama you do because you're living in the world. If you don't do some drama of saying, mental health will come, physical health will come, backache will go, this will go, that will go, this is all important for somebody who has a backache. Backache is the most important thing. When you have a backache, if I talk about ultimate liberation, you're not going to listen to me. So we talk about that. It's like if you have a little child, to make him eat, you do all kinds of tricks. Hello? Yes or no? All kinds of tricks. You should see the Indian mothers doing tricks and tricks to make their children eat. So, this is just like that, leave those things. The important thing is to move towards liberation. What is liberation? If I lock you up in that room and declare, see, you're liberated, will it work for you? Hello? No. Only if I let you out, you're liberated, isn't it? Right now, do one thing. Do what you want, shake yourself whichever way you want. Let me see, just spill out of your body, just for 10 seconds and go back. Hello? Can you? Are you in the suicide pandemic list? Without damaging the body, just go out and come back. See, freedom means what? I may live in that room, but when I want, I may lock it from inside. But when I want, I can open the door, go out and come back. This is freedom. You're a free person. You're locked in that room, it doesn't matter from inside or outside, but you cannot open it. Is that freedom? Hello? No. So, any physical boundary is like this. So I'm saying, prison is a wonderful place, but the only problem is you cannot open the door at your will. That's a prison, isn't it? Everything else may be fantastic. Food may be better, it may come on time, things may happen, they're even opening doors for you. But you cannot open the door and go out. That's a prison, isn't it? The premises and the garden is way bigger than your home, I'm sure. But you cannot open the door. So any physical space, however beautiful it is, if you cannot go out at will, that's considered a prison. Right now, shake yourself and get out, let me see. This is also a physical space. So once you become conscious that you're something more than a body, the longing to go beyond that is a natural process. Then you begin to experience the physical body as an imprisonment. So Dhyanalinga is like a living guru, full on. Only thing is, he doesn't eat and walk. We made him like that so that it's easy to maintain him. Otherwise just feeding such a big guy would be a lot of work. So if somebody sits there 10 hours unmoving, not by intent, they went there only for 15–20 minutes, they thought they will sit, but they sat down, didn't realize time. You do not realize time only when you don't have a sense of body. So you went to sleep, you don't know time, isn't it? 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever number of hours just passed away, like that. Why? Because you're not conscious of your body. Now you're sitting, Sadhguru, you already reached 6:30, both my legs are saying that. My back is also saying, so it is confirmed, Sadhguru, it's 1 hour is up. If you did not have a body, I could make you sit here for 10,000 years, what's the problem? Hello? Isn't it? So if somebody is sitting for 10 hours unmoving, obviously no sense of body. Once somebody has become that loose inside, he may find the door. It'll be wonderful for him, but not good for me. Hello? So my soldiers go to disturb his meditation and his spiritual process. Yes, because if somebody lives in today's world, oh, already I have faced too much of that. So, we have soldiers to make sure you're not liberated. not in our space. You go home and do it. Because we are living in a society where there is no regard or respect for profound dimensions of life. It's all about eating and living in those silly prescribed ways. So like this, everybody is going on declaring everything unnatural, so that all subtler aspects of life will disappear. So, this man who sits in the Dhyanalinga, I was not there on that day, I came to know about it, they called me wherever I was. And then I said, okay, go disturb him. What a terrible thing to do, huh? All your life you work with people because you want them to attain. But if they attain in your premises, it's too much trouble, so you go and disturb them. This is the plight of a 21st century guru. Don't choose this profession, it's